be very disheartening. You're trying to shoot. Dave a little bit having to reach over the table, but plays it well. Looks like he's playing for the 2 on the side. With a perfect angle to just stroke straight through to get shape on the 4. And looking to be a clean run out. This is the tricky shot right here. A little bit too much angle or too little angle, depending on how you see it. But Dave, oh, he nicks the 8 just a tad bit. He has a shot on the 8 still, but it's definitely not a gimme. And with the side pocket so close to the angle that he would want to draw back, he may opt to go forward, perhaps 3, even 5 rails to get shape. I would think 3 rails. Excellent shot. A bit too far. He actually went in the opposite corner from what I was anticipating. Still a great shot from Dave. A bit tense on that 9 ball, but Dave pockets it, making it 3-1. Dave going to 5, Chris going 4. Looked to be a bit of a slug rack from Dave. No action on the 1 ball, leaving the break dry for Chris. Seemed to look like Chris was lining up a carom. That slight motion, I wasn't sure exactly what he was looking at. Oh, he was. What a great shot from Chris, keeping the run out alive. But that 7 on the rail next to the 4 may make things a little more difficult. But that was a great shot from Chris. And again, as you said, with these tight pockets and how they're cut, shots like that are even more difficult to play than usual. This may be a bit awkward. A little bit too straight, a little bit too far reaching. I think Chris is looking at a 3 or 4 rail position play. Oh, lost a bit of momentum on the cue ball with it bouncing, but definitely got where he needed to get. From the looks of things, the combo does not seem...
Yeah, the 7's a little off the rail.
Yes. Very ambitious shot from Chris, but trying to run out against Dave. I think not necessarily in desperation mode, but definitely trying to get his table time against Dave. Oh my.
That's how Dave was shooting the last game.
Yes.
And he's a much better player than that.
Absolutely. But Dave coming up a bit fortunate here, not leaving an open shot on the 4. Chris may opt to play safe here, following through on the 4 ball, locking Dave up on the 8. May also be playing a carom off the 6. He has been playing rather aggressive. Oh, a bank shot. Wow. As Chris would say, definitely had big plans there. Excellent try, but leaving a cut shot for Dave. Oh, over hitting this one. Again, leaving Chris long and with a difficult shot. Where I would most likely assume he's playing safe. Yes. Oh my, look at this.
Wow.
He most definitely will take that opportunity. This is where the challenge is, though. Long straightened shot on the 5. Perhaps a bit of angle, but not much. Oh, wow.
Again.
Apologizing to Dave for his misfortune, but Chris continues to run out. Everything seeming a bit more straightforward. Oh no. I don't know what's going on here today.
You know, if either one of whoever wins this match is going to probably want to split with Ashton. But I happen to know that Ashton is riding back to the Inland Empire with Steve Strange, and Steve's in action with Daniel. So Ashton's going to want to play it out.
That's definitely possible. And it looks like Dave found the one spot on the table to hook himself. Just tucked past the 9 ball. One rotation more, one rotation less of the cue ball, he would have been fine, but he found the magic spot to hook himself. Dave's probably looking at the 1 or 2 rail kick for on the 7 into the corner pocket, leading, if making it, he leads natural shape on the 8. Just has to play the right speed. Yep, that's what he was playing. Just hit it too full. Now this isn't easy either. Leaving Chris on the rail, almost full table shot.
He'll miss it and make it into the side pocket.
Chris looks very determined this time.
You know, he's turning his cue at the very last second.
Yeah, you know, actually, Chris... Oh, my. Chris has a habit of doing that. That's a lot of times when he's shooting.
Like not staying down and following through completely with the shot.
Yes. A bit of a funny angle, but I think Dave will be able to follow through with topspin. Missed the 9. And I think Chris is giving him the 8 ball in addition to taking one game on the wire. Dave up 4-1.
Dave's on the hill now.
Yes. Chris needing 3 more games to win this match. Another dry break from Dave leaves almost wide open table for Chris to run out. Bit of a problem on the 3, the 6 blocking its path. Excellent shot from Chris, leaving himself prime angle to continue his run out. Oh. Both players struggling on this table. These were definitely not shots that either of these players were missing on the rest of the tables that we were using in the tournament.
Is it
today.
the table, or are they just kind of shooting bad?
You know, I mean, maybe about 30, 45 minutes ago, Chris was shooting excellently against Luke, and it's almost seeing another side of him. It might be part of it that he's not getting as many opportunities, not as many good opportunities on this table, but I would say the table's probably at least somewhat of a factor. Dave landing
Yeah, but this is like his 4th or 5th match on this table this weekend.
That is true. I mean, playing one pocket on this table is very different than trying to
very
play
different.
9 ball on this table, but I definitely understand where you're coming from. Oh, a bit too far. It's never easy, Dave.
He's not giving him the 8 ball in this game.
No, and most people wouldn't, even with Dave HEMMAH at the table. Seems like a natural bank.
That's what I was thinking.
But at the same time, that leaves the cue ball a little bit in the middle of the table. He might be opting to cut it in the...
Yeah.
Oh, my. Dave is most definitely struggling now. He has a bit of a cushion to work with. Chris needing 2 more games to win this match.
We've seen the upset, so, don't count Chris out.
Absolutely, yeah. The last 2 matches, in my mind, major upsets, but Ashton again shooting his heart out. He's able to get the job done both times. Has this table been breaking dry today? Have you noticed? Both players seem
Maybe. Well,
both players seem to be struggling making a ball in on the break.
I know Dave's been breaking dry.
I'm sorry.
Dave has been breaking dry on this table.
Yes.
I didn't notice anybody else earlier. They could have been, and I just didn't notice.
Excellent shot from Dave, using a bit of inside English to get the proper angle. A bit of a lucky tap on the 5 ball to stay in line, but great position to run out from here. Only thing tricky I see here is from the 6 to the 7. It's a lot of green to cover. And 7 may even be blocked from one of the corner pockets by that 9 ball. Actually, 3 to the 4 wasn't easy either, but Dave made quick work of that. A little jacked up on the 5 here. Another excellent shot from Dave. Looks like he's back in his rhythm a little bit here. He's going to need it to try to get revenge from Ashton if they end up playing it out.
He's slowed up. You know, like you notice, like this game, he slowed his pace, and he's not rushing through his shot.
Everything's more deliberate now.
Mm-hmm.
This is a true testament of it right here. Perfect position on the 7. Perhaps a bit straight. A bit straight, yes, but I think he has enough of an angle. No, actually, I think he has a good angle to get on the 8. Just slight angle. Came up a little bit short here. I think he wanted to get on the shorter side of the 8 ball.
I didn't think he would play the cue ball like that.
I'm sorry?
I didn't think he'd play the cue ball like that.
You know, perhaps it's just our perspective on the table, but maybe we thought he had more angle than he actually did.
True.
I'd play the bank here.
The reverse bank?
Yeah, bank into the side pocket, go 3 rails. That's exactly what Dave doing here. See, hitting it a little bit harder leaves you a 2-way shot for safety. You can leave the cue ball on the short rail where the 9 is, leaving the 8 ball in the middle of the table somewhere. Dave getting a little fortunate again here. But Chris may be able to play safety. Oh. And Chris saying he had big plans yet again. Just one cut shot away from getting into the finals for Dave HEMMAH. Definitely decelerating a stroke there. Perhaps a miscue. He looks like he's looking at his Q-tip. Looks like we have one more game lined up for you guys at home. Seems that Dave's giving Chris the 8 ball now.
Swear Hill.
Hill yet again. For all you folks at home, this is the semifinals of the first Sunday at Hard Times.
$500 added, right?
Four.
Four?
It was 400 added.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. Any benefactors out there that want to flush that out to 500, we'd be more than happy to take you on. Thank you.
Not bad though for a monthly tournament.
Yes, and again, for you locals listening, if we reach a player count of 64 or greater, we up the money added to 600.
Oh.
So with that plus a bigger pot, makes for a lot more competitive pool. So it looks like Chris may either be looking at a bank or a safety. Perhaps trying to stop the cue ball where the 1 is, bringing the 1 ball around the table. Perhaps maybe leaving it in between where the cue ball and the 2 would be. Oh, he may have left Dave a little something here. I may get called over. Well, I'm glad I didn't bring my jumping shoes today. So it looks like Chris said he's not, or Dave said he's not going for it, just playing safety. I think Dave again decelerating his stroke, lost a lot of the draw he was trying to get on that cue ball, hide it behind the 4. So any big events coming up for POVPOOL?
Yes. July, all of July.
All of July.
It's the West Coast Swing.
I'm sorry?
And it's called the West Coast Swing. So
okay.
We're starting the first weekend of July. We're going to be at Family Billiards to cover the Cole Dixon, 2,500 added,
Oh, wow.
10 ball. And then the following week, the 6th through the 8th, will be the West Coast Challenge 1 pocket, 5,000 added at California Billiards in Fremont. And then the 8th through the 10th at California Billiards will be 10,000 added 10 ball.
Oh, okay.
Following that weekend, the next weekend will be the Hard Times 10 ball here at Hard Times Bellflower with
Right.
5,000 added. And from there, everyone swings over to Las Vegas for the CSI US 8 ball and US 10 ball open.
Wow.
Yeah, so each of the winners from those 3 tournaments preceding the CSI Opens, will have an entry into the Open. And the West Coast Challenge 10 ball in Fremont is for Moscone points.
Oh, I see.
So
That's going to get a lot of players out there.
yeah, so it's a big month. July's a big month for the West Coast. And then today we announced that we'll have Tony Chohan versus Francisco Bustamante playing a 1 pocket match, race to 21 even over a 3-day span, the 19th, 20th, and 21st of July in Vegas.
Wow.
So we'll be on the road all of July.
I see. Back to the match here. Dave making an excellent bank on the 1, comboing in the 3 to run out to where we are here at the 5 ball. Hill against Chris WEDEKIND.
Very nice.
Excellent. Top inside English to hold for the 6 ball. Just needs to come out to the middle of the table here for the 7. Maybe a bit of stun. There we go. Dave looks like he's back in his rhythm just a little bit more. A little shake, rattle, and roll there to get that 7-ball in that pocket, but it still drops for him. Dave HEMMAH, after an exhausting match from what it seems, wins against Chris Wedekind 5-3 in our semifinals. If you'll excuse me, I have some
tournament director business.
Yes.
Thank you, Chad, for joining us. And thank you for the viewers for watching today. That was the semifinals between Dave HEMMAH and Chris Wedekind. Stay tuned, and we might have a finals between Dave HEMMAH. It looks like we're going to have the final between Dave HEMMAH and Ashton Schaefer.